Now, Season 12 is in full swing, and the start of the season, as always, incredibly fun. Now, I love doing the playthrough with viewers of the channel, and we had some hype stuff happen either during the playthrough or right after. And then, of course, after we beat the game, I went out and farmed up and tried to find some absolutely godly stuff. A couple seasons ago, I had this happen. Now, did the beginning of the season go that hype? Let's find out, because here is, well, not the first weekend of ladder. We added a couple extra days on it, but this is the first few days of the new season. Now, there is a few different ways you can start off as a druid here on ladder, or on single player for that matter. You can go with the standard fire build, or right here, I pumped up the poison creeper. Yeah, and you see it just touching a monster and then them melting away. You see right here, these carvers, it'll pop up and touch them. And just as I'm running away, I'm not even really fighting them. I'm just running away from them. And the poison creeper is just doing work. And if you watch the experience bar down there, it pops up, it pops up, it pops up with me just running around. That's the beautiful thing behind this poison creeper. You don't really have to do anything, but early on, it actually is super overtuned. This is like in the beginning of normal difficulty anyways, and it can work as you pump it up more and more and more further into the game, but probably about midway through the game, actually probably about the end of normal, I end up speccing out of this and into a wind druid. It's just what I decided to do at that time. Now here is the first kind of noteworthy drop of the whole ladder. This is actually running normal bail, just trying to get our levels up and then also hopefully getting lucky like this right here. So getting a gold wrap early on, pretty dang cool if you don't ask me. That's gonna help out the magic find later. Now, before streaming the next day, I decided to do a few runs to, hopefully get lucky and just make sure I was playing the build kind of the way I wanted to. This sword, I kind of wanted to see, I didn't remember what exactly it was, but actually, this Grand Charm right here, pretty nasty. That max attack rating and stuff, woo, that's pretty nice. Later that day on stream, we're doing some Bale Waves. Woo, Vampire Bone gloves that are unique. Good old Dracula's Grasp, definitely those smiters need these suckers early on. Now, under normal circumstances, I really don't play much off stream, but, I try to squeeze in an hour or two sometimes. At the beginning of ladder, I just kind of enjoy it so much because you can find things like this. Even though it's non-ethereal, a elite polearm base, great for that insight. So I'm going to go ahead and throw one in there, and this is going to be a pretty reasonable boost to what I'm rocking right now. The Wind Druid, keep that mana up and dealing a reasonable amount of damage on the Act 2 Mercenary. Another reasonably good off-stream drop here, actually some boots, and usually you wouldn't use these a lot. I can remember back in the day these being awesome to use, but these sharkskin boots are water walks. Of course, you get some of the standard stuff you get on boots, run walk, but a huge 51 to life and some dexterity. And I'm going to be honest, I kind of forget how much I played off stream here, just whenever I could squeeze in a half hour here, an hour there, something like that. But check out this Paladin shield here. Woo, man. I kind of look at some of this other stuff. I almost throw it out because I didn't realize 44 to all res with 14% enhanced defense superior. Crazy. Now this one's more of a, public service announcement. I always make one of these a malice at the beginning of a ladder as my declone killer because it has that 100% chance to open wounds. I throw this on the Act 2 Mercenary and it completely stops declone from healing when I'm going to get that Annie early in ladder. Always make yourself one of those things. Out doing some solo farming here, and actually, since I'm a Wind Druid at this point, a 3 to Elemental Skills Druid for the amulet here, man, that's not bad. That's definitely going on, boosting up the damage a bunch. Kind of another public service announcement type one right here. I always make myself a caster belt. What are you throwing on for your belt for any casters in the game? I don't know. Well, you can get up to 10 FCR on your belt. Not quite an Arachnid's Mesh, but you can get things like that Fire Res as well to help you out. Now this could be one of the most sought after items I find here at the beginning of a ladder. Gray Thresher, Ethereal. Oh! 4 open-socketed Ethereal Thresher. It's so nasty because if you Larzik that, you're going to get 5 sockets. So you can't just grab a regular Ethereal one and just automatically get the 4 like you can on a CV. So actually finding one of these, absolutely spectacular. I could use it myself, but like I said, I haven't yet, but I'm probably going to trade it away because these things are way sought after. This one I got a note for you because it's a personal favorite, and I actually end up using this here a little bit later. I will explain exactly why, but this unique Ogrimal, ooh, it's the Windhammer. Yeah, love to see it. Oddly enough, I love anything Ogre, am I right? I actually find another one right after. So 2 Ogre Mauls in the matter of like a half hour. It's not that crazy. It's not something insane like, I don't know, Materials Might or anything. But still, love finding any of those items. It's kind of a channel joke, just in case anybody was wondering. Currently being a Wind Druid, I never took the time to get myself a Spirit Sword even yet. I'm still using a 20 FCR wand that I got on the playthrough, but being like 3 days in, I might as well make one. And who knows, I'll probably get 25 FCR, I don't know, 28 or something like that. Well, actually, I am the king of rolling 35 FCR spirits when it's not a shield, it's a sword. I'm actually incredibly good at rolling 35 FCR. Consider myself kind of a pro. Now hopping out, hitting some terrorized Eldritch right here, hoping to get a Sunday or something. We get a unique ring. And oh my gosh, this is hype because it's a Stone of Jordan. Oh, well, it's just a Manald, but actually that Mana Leech does help me out a little bit in the future here, which I'm going to talk about in a couple of minutes. Now I decided to go ahead and go, you know what? Maybe I should actually do all these little extra quests that I haven't done yet. My different forges, getting all the 1 to skills and stuff like that, going and taking out Izzy, Radamant, those types of things. So we're going to show you all 3 Hell Forges right here, kind of. I only get an Ort right here, unfortunately, but we'll grab the Perfect Gem and the Flawless and go ahead and move on to the Nightmare one here. Hopefully, this goes a little bit better. So yeah, we're swinging away. We start off with a Perfect Amethyst, and then we get an Io. How spectacular? Well, at least we can go ahead and make a Cure or Bulwark or something like that. So we did get one of these super early on. But here's going to be the mega hype one. Let's take a look at our Hell difficulty Hellforge right here. And I want to warn you, don't instantly leave. I know that doesn't make much sense now, but it will in a second. Now I accidentally click over on the other monitor because I'm trying to teleport so far. I click the stream is ending and half my stream dips out because they're like, what? It's over? Okay, I guess so. But I'm in the zone. I'm trying to go after the super extra fast mighted Hephasto and I'm just not paying attention. I end up switching it back in just a second. Eventually, I notice I feel like an idiot because I was celebrating getting myself a Lemrune from my Hellforge, so I can now make myself a Treachery for my Act 2 Mercenary. What an idiot. But we'll go ahead and charge forward. We'll just move right past that. Here we got a terrorized Pindle, and it's right there. Might as well go run it, take him out, hoping, hey, get our first Sunday at least. What's it gonna be? One of the better ones? Yeah, it actually is. Minus 76 cold, not a bad roll. A lot of Blizzard Sorceresses out there, so great to get this super early on a ladder. Now, I didn't exactly show where I found this. It was kind of a long, drawn-out process. I forgot to identify stuff right off the bat. But I love getting super high enhanced damage, rare items. Just kind of neat. It's not perfect. It's not worth a ton, but 355 ED on that awesome, beautiful-looking giant axe is kind of cool. Gothic axe, but you know what I mean. A big axe. Now here also, I'm in my final form. This is actually my Corpse Explosion Summon Druid. You see me popping bodies? That's how we do it, this build. I'll put a link in the description if you want to see when I originally kind of sort of found this particular build. Not sure if I literally invented it, but pretty sure that I kind of did though. But here's a sick drop early on. We got ourselves an Ariat's Face out there from Eldritch and Shank. We're Corpse Exploding some more here using that Bone Hue with the charges. Ooh, little item for those sorceresses. How's it gonna roll? You know. We need 3 skills on this sucker or it sucks. You know my luck. I'm definitely getting those 3/2 sorceress skills. Oh. Guess not. Usually you don't get that lucky with, rare items here in Diablo 2 Resurrected, but hey, these boots right here, not too bad. Walk, run, hit recovery, 3 different resistances. A little bit of baby magic find down in the bottom as well. Help you out finding more good stuff. I like those a lot. Not perfect, but really dang good. So this may shock you, but actually a Corpse Explosion Summon Druid, not great with super budget gear, so I decided to switch to a Fury Druid because I found so many weapons already. Ooh, and this not being a very good TZ and Darl farmer, but you have to do it anyways. Ethereal Gimmer Shreds, not too bad of a find. Well, you can't get mega lucky every single season, but I think I'm gonna have a great time switching over to this Fury Druid that I've started using. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Peace out and keep slaying.